code around here.
Time to chop it up.
You don't really know until you see what's underneath.
Was either good, fast, or cheap? Pick two.
Pick three in this case.
I can't believe y'all gonna let this man cut this top, man.
This is a 2006 Kodiak that we cut in half and stretched.
We're trying to take it to the next level and get it back on top of the game.
Oh, wow, man.
I'm Bill Carlton. I built my first truck when I was 16. And ever since, me and my guys have been out here creating with our hands. Building the biggest, lowest, baddest custom trucks and cars in the game. People don't come here for what they need. They come here for what they want. This is Texas Metal.
Houston has so much going on all the time, and Extensive is thankfully right in the middle of it. I'm heading out to meet rapper and entrepreneur Slim Thug and his brother Raymond. You know, Slim is a fixture in the southern rap scene, especially right here in Houston.
What's happening, Bill? My man, how you doing?
Man, real well. What's happening, man?
Good, man. Thank you for coming out, man.
Yeah, man.
What's going on with
Spot.
it? Good to meet you,
Good
man.
to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Slim and I grew up in the same part of town, the north side. Slim is known for his custom cars, which have a habit of ending up in his music videos, and he wants to add to his collection.
Man, I got this big dinosaur out here, man. I need you.
The 1959 Caddy was totally futuristic for its time. They even fashioned this thing after jet airplanes. What are you feeling?
This has been my dream car, man, for the last 10 years. And so, you know, it's real special to me, man. It's just such a classic. I want to make sure I do it the best. And I know you the best in town when it comes to dropping it to the flow.
That's right.
So I need to bag it up and swag it up, man.
Definitely build you a badass car.
If you know anything about making that car sit low to the flow, you know Bill is one of the best, man. He just got that name in the streets.
Plus, he from the north.
He from that north side.
from that north.
Represent
We
our
represent
hood
the north.
together, you know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
Hands down, this got to be the best ass I've seen on a Cadillac. What you think?
Man, no doubt. The 1959 Caddy has the biggest fins in the history of Cadillacs.
I want to look like Batman when I hit the block.
That's the best car you could have got to look like Batman.
That's what I'm talking about. What can we do with it?
Man, what can't we do with it?
Well, as you can see, you can tell I love that black. My brother Ray had a good idea, though.
Look, man.
Black on black?
That's pretty much the dress code around here, Spot.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't fit in too good around
Exactly,
here, huh?
man. You see what it look like around here, man. I got this sore thumb sticking out on me, man, so I need your help.
Man, it must be really nerve-wracking knowing you've got to build a car to park next to a Rolls Royce.
Nah, we're gonna make the Rolls Royce look bad.
I have to agree with that. Where'd you get this at?
Pennsylvania. We seen this car online, and we just shucked the dice and got it and got lucky with it.
Whenever a car comes from that part of the country, I get super nervous what could be under all that paint. If this car's been sitting rusting for 50 years, it could make for a tough build.
Look at that, Bill. That's bad.
Man,
That's pretty rough.
That bad.
Need your help.
Well, I know you the one who can do this.
I think we're gonna take it from a 10 to 100. Slim, when you gotta have this thing back, man?
I need this thing by the end of summer, man. I got a real big party for my birthday, and I really want to pull up in my old
Come on,
school
Bill.
59
Right?
and shine on them
Come
one
on,
good
baby.
time, man.
Can't say no to Slim.
Hook me
Thug.
up, man. Let's get it,
Talk
Bill.
about
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Since I started Extensive 20 years back, on all of our builds, I try to raise the bar higher and higher in cars. You know, this won't be the first 59 custom Caddy, but this is gonna be the new gold standard.
Look at this bad boy.
We gotta build this car the biggest, the baddest 59 there's ever been. It's gotta be like one of his concerts on the road.
What's the game plan?
I wanna make this Caddy the future of custom Caddies. It'll be black on black on black. Painting the body black with black chrome. Over-the-top sound system with 32 speakers in all.
He wants to piss off the neighbors when he comes home.
It's king of the knob. He's got to have the king of caddies here.
I'm assuming a 1959 seat's not gonna last for a guy that's 6'5", 6'7".
So here's what I'm thinking. A handmade black interior with custom leather seats to fit a guy as big as Slim. You're gonna have to test drive this one because you know Spot can't be able to touch the pedal.
What's underneath the hood look like? Have y'all checked that out?
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to tell you. There is no engine, no transmission, needs a wiring harness.
We're gonna put a big bad engine in it, a 6.2 LS with 525 horsepower. And of course, our own air suspension with 24-inch wheels and tires. Decent shape, except for somebody's 1970 repair.
Well, at least they hit the center of the trim with the screw.
Rust flaking off a 60-year-old car is never good. Who knows what's under that red paint?
Don't worry about it, Timmy. You got this. You can handle it.
Let's strip everything. Let's get it to the blaster, and then we'll see what we got to work with. Before it goes out to media blast, Jamie's gonna torch out the old shocks and springs so we can mock up the air suspension and engine.
I live and breathe this stuff. I've been doing this since I was a kid. My dad was in the hot rods, and here I am. Well, you don't do this kind of stuff to a new car. Older cars takes a little bit more work, a little elbow grease. Older cars just need a lot more love than working on a newer car.
With the undercarriage tore out, we got room to mock up the suspension. This is where the car is gonna sit when you deflate all the air out of the suspension. You see something like that, Slim doesn't have a choice but to like this.
When you inflate the airbag, it's going to pivot on this point, lower the rear end down, which will raise the car. When it airs out, it'll go back up to where the rear end is, and it'll lay the car out. Assure that the two-link is firmly attached.
Perfect. This thing is gonna drop super low. We're taking off all the chrome. I've asked Charlie to make that chrome black for Slim's 59 Caddy.
We are fixing to spray some of Slim's parts. The process, we've already done the black on it. Now we're fixing to go in and shoot the chrome. You have to take your time with it, make sure you do it right, make sure you got the even amount of coats on there. If you don't, it will definitely become splotchy or cloudy or anything like that. So you definitely want to know what you're doing when you come in there spraying this stuff. Now we'll do the black tint to give Slim that black that he asked for. What I'm doing here is I'm checking, because if you don't put enough black in there, then it takes you a lot of coats. So I think we'll go just a dab more. Here we are, 5, 6 coats later, and now we got this thing where we want it to be, so we're gonna get some clear on it, so you can have that black on black on black.
Slim's big 6.2 is on order, but luckily we have a mock-up engine, so we can make sure everything fits in place. And we got a big purple transmission that we can fit onto it to what we're up against. Come out of Jamie's truck.
I think he painted it with the glasses he's got.
Purple Rain tribute truck.
Something like that, anyway. I actually like the color. It ain't that bad, but it's just not going to work with what we're doing right here. So I'm sure we're going to have to tear it down and repaint it.
Here we go. You got it, Jamie?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Down just a little bit.
Watch yourself, Jamie.
Man, this ain't gonna work. The pan's gonna hit the steering.
Watch your fingers. Is it the purple transmission giving y'all problems?
Ain't the transmission problems, the oil pan problems.
There's no way this oil pan is going to fit as is.
The oil pan in Slim Thug's Caddy doesn't fit. Man, let's just get it out real quick. We'll just cut the pan. We don't have time to wait on ordering one.
Time to chop it up.
Instead of ordering a better fitting oil pan, it's gonna be faster to make our own, and ours will be a better quality anyway. I think it was time for him an oil change anyway. What do you think?
That's pretty black, man.
The world of custom creates problems, and this is just one of the things you deal with on a daily basis. We'll get it handled. What we're gonna do is cut a notch in the oil pan, create a new line, and then we'll make a custom cover. And all this will give us more room for the engine.
Looks like we need to take off an inch. We're going to cut it back a little bit further, make this line go a little bit further out, and then go down into the deeper part of the oil pan.
Just solving problems like this, you know, cutting the pan, move the pickup tube back. Modifying, that's what we do around here.
That much more. Just the bottom and give it a slight little angle on it.
It's a real small space. We got to get the angle exactly right.
This is the fun part about fab work. Most of the time, you got to just take a little bit off, and keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Finally, you'll get it.
Let's see what we got here. That should work. Man, that's notched out perfect. I think it's the perfect angle. I think it's gonna work good. The new pickup tube is perfect. The engine should just fit. Buddy, got something for you real quick, man. We just take this out, make it look good, man. Not like last time. Oil pan worked perfectly.
There you go.
Thank
All
you.
right, flip out.
Bolt it up.
Cross member ought to clear here. Steering ought to clear here. It's the first time Jamie's had a dance in a long time. It's with a motor.
You got it, Jamie?
Yeah, I got it.
About time, huh?
About time.
Something like this should take 5 minutes. It takes 45 minutes. Ricky's on his way to the shop. He's one of my long-term customers, and he's always up in the game on everything he owns. So as you can guess, we get right along.
What's up, man? Got a little dirty. What's going on,
How
man?
you doing, man?
Good.
Ready to do something new, huh?
Yeah, we need to change it up.
Half and stretched. When we were done with it, nobody's seen anything like it before.
When this truck showed up to shows, everybody's mind was blown. But man, there's a lot of Kodiaks out there. A lot of guys are bringing out a bunch of nice show trucks, man. So
Yeah.
just want to revamp it, you know?
Yeah, step it up a little bit.
Yeah. So we're trying to take it to the next level and get it back on top of the game. This paint's been on there for a while.
Yeah, I know you got a ton of paint work on the inside. You want to like repaint the whole thing, change the whole color on this thing?
It lasted a long time, but we got to change it up.
Yeah, these are from 11 years ago.
It's been a long time in there, man. That's got to go. That was a gift.
For the record, Extensive didn't put that disco ball in. We never would have. You know, definitely wheels, tires, man, we got to step that up. The 24s were badass, you know, 11 years ago, even 5 years ago. But, man, we at least got to have those 26s on it now.
A lot of these side-by-sides at the shows, man, they have everybody in the world with these loud speakers. I guess they're like marine-type speakers. Man, you can't hear this truck.
This isn't loud enough.
I mean, man, it's loud enough when you're going down the road, but at the show, when you're parked and everybody has their stereo on, you can't
You
hear
want
it.
some speakers put in the bed?
Yeah, what do you think?
Something
to bed, you know what I mean?
how you like it.
Yeah. Shoot,
Not
yeah.
just loud, but
Right.
that'll keep them boys trying to keep up with us.
Yeah. Gotta stay ahead. Sounds good, man.
Man, this brings back a lot of memories from built the bed for it, the air suspension on it, new headlights, running boards, moved the cab back 24 inches and built that center section in it. You know, 11 years ago when this was first built, I mean, this was one of one. And that's why it's back, just to stay ahead. I mean, that's what we do, stay 10 steps ahead of everybody else. To get Ricky's truck back up on top, I'm thinking big. A set of 26-inch powder-coated wheels, custom door panels, a top-of-the-line sound system, including marine speakers in the bed, and we'll paint this huge truck solid black. Once again, it has set the bar for custom Kodiaks. You know, our paint shop is totally overwhelmed. I got to get somebody in here that does a perfect job, and there's not too many people you can just call upon to drop what they're. My boy Zane,
What color are it gonna be now?
Big, bold, black.
It's a whole lot of red to make black.
It's gonna be a pain to take care of, but man, it's gonna give it what it needs, I think, to really set it back to the punch in the face. Here you go.
We'll kill this thing. Anytime you're painting one black, man, you don't want to miss nothing. Even these little spots like this, when we paint them black, man, all that stuff's gonna show up. So if anything's not straight or not perfect, you're gonna see it as soon as you look at that thing. John and Heath and the boys are gonna start blowing some of the interior apart so we can get going on this thing.
These doors here on this Kodiak, they've seen their better day. So what we're gonna do on this to get rid of all this old stuff and go to new, we're just gonna cut the top of the door panel off and rebuild a whole bottom half of this door. Rock and roll. It's time to update them, make them a little bit better, see if we can't one-up ourselves on this one. Zane is gonna body work every last imperfection out of a Kodiak and prime it for its date with a midnight black paint job.
We start blocking it all on a hard block with some 180. Keep it in a, it's gonna make me look bad, it's gonna make Bill look bad, it's gonna make everybody look bad. Ricky don't want it wavy and I don't want it wavy, you know?
Now that's been body work, Zane is gonna paint every square inch of Ricky's 06 Kodiak midnight black.
The Kodiak's so big, we're gonna use the forklift to get the bed off of it so we can get it into the booth. Now, come on. All right, you can go ahead and pull the slack out. Try to get that thing painted today so we can just keep on keeping on with it. All right, go back. Back. Doing it black too, I like to blow them apart. You know, we're not gonna have any nasty tape lines on this thing, so we can really make this thing as nice as possible. The thing about black paint, if it's got any kind of ripple, imperfection, any kind of wave through here, you're gonna see that. You know, it's really gonna show, you know, how good the bodywork really is out of this shop. As soon as it pulls up, I mean, you're not gonna miss it. It's gonna look like a big 30-foot long shadow coming through. Pretty menacing truck as it is, but I mean, this is really gonna set it apart from the rest of the stuff there. Once we get it all blocked out and buffed after we paint it, you know, if you were looking in a mirror.
We built the suspension and test fit the engine on Slim's 59 Caddy. Are you gonna get that trim off right there? We're preparing to send it to Media Blast to see how much rust is underneath that red paint and filler.
Real deal, Bill. What's up, homie?
How you doing, man? What's happening, man? Come on.
Chilling, bro. I got an idea I want to run by you right fast.
What you got, man?
I just feel like I can't see it being the cleanest 59 in the city with a top. This is Houston, man. It's hot out here. Let's just chop the top, man.
Chop the top.
Cut the top off.
You got to come topless or you ain't coming down at all.
You're going to lose.
Make it a roadster.
I ain't pulling it out in the rain, so it don't matter.
That's custom.
That's custom.
That's custom.
A 59 Caddy Roadster isn't something you see every day. And with all our other custom modifications, there won't be another one like this for sure.
What y'all fellas think?
Talking about the rolls, right?
No, I'm talking about this.
I mean, you really caught us just in time to do something like that. Because if you came an hour later, it'd have been too late.
I mean, it's meant to be, man.
Yeah,
Let's do it, man.
You gotta do a little. Before we cut into any car, much less a rusty one, you gotta reinforce it with square tubing. That way everything stays straight.
Can I chop the top off of it? Can I cut it?
When a client wants a change, you try to be accommodating. But when that client's Slim Thug, you just hand him the saw.
You ever cut a top before like this?
You can color in the color, just
boy,
follow the lines.
I can't believe y'all gonna let this man cut this top. Slim always been hands-on stuff. I be telling you all the time, man, you can't do that, but you hard here. You continue to do that.
That's why we balance each other out.
That's right, see?
I got the crazy ideas. He the one trying to stop him all the time.
That's what it is.
Y'all ready for it? Here it is. Yes, sir. As I'm chopping the top on this car, I'm realizing that this is really like my passion. Bill, I need a job, man. I need a job. Building your own car, man, just like making a song, is priceless, man. And the feeling of knowing you created something, it's like having a baby.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It is special.
No.
You know, if this rapping thing doesn't work out, Slim can always come to Extensive and work anytime.
Golly, man.
That is.
Oh, man.
Right now, we're just getting the last couple of bolts out of the body. Separate the body from the frame. Get the frame out. Anytime you strip a car down this far, it really makes you nervous of what you're going to find from the past. It's probably been 59 years since this happened. Man, at first glance, it really looks rusty and scaly, but it's more dirt and grease than anything. As far as the body, this is pretty common just to replace a rocker panel, but my concern is how far into the car this rust continues to go. You don't really know until you blast this thing to see what's underneath and what you got to work with when it gets back. So I'm super nervous right now to hopefully there's some car left when it gets back. Damn. We're gonna get the frame out to powder coat. And then we'll put the body on the cart so we can ship it off to blast. Let's get this out.
Finally.
Slim was really lucky to find this 59 Caddy. But you know, Pennsylvania isn't exactly a desert state. It gets wet up there. It's impossible to know how bad the damage is
Until we pick it up from Media Blast. Looks good to me. Media Blast takes off all the paint and filler. Hopefully we'll see a lot of metal, but I have my doubts.
This morning, Spot's bringing back the 59 Cadillac from the Media Blaster. It's the moment of truth. Today, we're gonna see how bad the body damage is.
All right, yeah, we got a lot of work here.
59 years old is definitely showing a little age.
Yeah, a little bit.
Robert is one of the best metal workers in town. He's been doing it longer than me. Not many people can say that in this town.
We can replace this whole panel.
Yeah. Man, this car's about as old as you are, huh?
Nice.
I've been doing metal work since high school, 86, on my Volkswagen. Just evolved into anything I can imagine I build.
Just cut that whole thing out.
Yeah. That was all covered up with Bondo?
Yeah, man, Bondo was out to about here.
So it's either good, fast, or cheap. You pick two.
Pick three in this case.
We get it. Get the floors right. Put these beads in here for strength and to match the other side. Some folks just throw a piece of metal in here and weld it up, but to actually do it right takes the time. And when you get done, you get a better product. Now we clear coat it in. Everything underneath is coated. So now what we'll do is we'll start welding it in. There's no quick easy with sheet metal. It's either right or it's not right.
Last but definitely not least, Heath and John are getting rid of that disco ball in Ricky's Kodiak.
Hey, check it out, John. You light up my life.
Nice. Hey, I like to party.
Well, here we go. Bye-bye. Bye,
Bye,
party. Bill didn't want a disco ball, so what we had to do is make something to cover up the hole. Got a piece of panel board that we went ahead and curved to match the radius here. And then we're gonna have an insert with the Extensive logo right in the center. It's gonna be raised up in some vinyl in the back. I'll look really cool.
Ricky's really loud. He wants something loud when he's at the car show. What we want to do is add these 4 waterproof speakers to the bed. So we don't want to drill any more holes in the bed side, so we're going to use the toolbox that's already there. Put an end brace, the pipe will go in the middle, we'll weld that out, and then send it off to paint. I'm going to hand it to these guys, we're going to bolt it in, and then the 4 speakers will mount to that curved bar. This should finish off the bed of the truck, and we're ready for Ricky to see it.
You know, Ricky is one of my all-time favorite customers. And today he's coming back to check out his Kodiak. I can't wait to show him what we did to him.
What's up, man?
What's happening, man?
What's going on? How you doing?
Doing all right?
Yes, sir. I'm doing good.
Man, I got a couple surprises for you today.
Hopefully one of them's my truck.
Well, yeah, one of them is.
Awesome. Where is it, man?
Let's check it out.
Oh, that's not the same truck, man. It's tucking a whole bunch of wheel in the front and the back now. God, dog, those bigger wheels made it look so much better. It looks brand new, man.
I mean, right then, you know you did a job well done.
This bumper and the lights and the grill.
Thank
y'all, man. That's freaking awesome, man. Truck, man.
Man, it is. It's bad.
First and foremost, the big 26-inch
Oh, man,
wheels,
they look awesome, man. I love them.
Totally makes this thing look night and day difference.
Really does, man.
Still hook anything you want to it. The load rating's there on the back.
Good
you
to
can't
go.
kill
Pull
it.
whatever.
Man, whatever you want, man.
I love the color.
When you do the black right,
it looks good,
You see,
man. That paint is so sick. You can see yourself in that paint from 30 to 40 feet away. It looks like a piece of glass rolling by.
Man, you want to check the inside out?
Man, shoot, yeah.
Keith and John ripped out all the old door panels and everything. They rebuilt the whole thing. This part of the door panel replicates the headlights on the front, so it has that nice little
Man, that's sick,
swoop
man. I
in the
see it
front.
now.
And here's all redone too, Ricky.
Nothing looks the same.
Had to get rid of the disco ball you had in there.
Man, that disco ball spun and spun and spun until it finally spun itself out of the truck. We just let it keep spinning down the road.
I'm kind of happy it's gone myself, but man, it looks so much better with that extensive logo in there, and that truck is badass.
Man, all new stereo system. We know how you like to just be loud.
Right?
I mean, nobody can be louder than Ricky.
Remember, though, Ricky was saying he wanted a little bit louder outside?
Marine grade speakers in the back of the truck.
God,
They don't hurt,
man.
They don't hurt to get wet, and nobody is gonna drown you out over these, man. Spot, crank it up, man. Let's hear it.
All right.
God, dog, man.
Ain't nobody gonna have a louder one than that, Rick.
I'm glad. Good. Can't hear you. What'd you say?
I mean, you can hear this from a mile away.
Man, you could put a tarp back here and fill it with water and have a hot tub with your system in it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
You know, my guys just kill it on every project. The new door panels, the sound system, the speakers in the bed, the wheels, the tires, the paint, which is a lot of paint on this. And Ricky he's in love with the truck.
Man, I can't wait to take it on a ride.
I got one more surprise for you.
Oh, yeah?
I know how you're a fan of rap music, so we're gonna use this to pull Slim Thug's new car to his party.
Oh, man, that's awesome, man. So if you're from Houston, you're not a fan of Slim Thug, you're crazy.
Let's do it, man.
Sounds good, man.
Oh, man, there's still so much bodywork left on Slim's 59 Caddy. Robert's done with the floor pans, but he needs to completely replace the damaged side panel.
This was filled up with body go. This will all be brand new, just like it was from the beginning.
Deep into the bodywork on the 59 Caddy, but Robert still has a long way to go to make this the futuristic, one-of-a-kind roadster that it wants to be.
This is the English wheel. When you run the metal through here, you can get the contour of the roll and spread it throughout the panel. And this will give me the bend, make the panel lay right on top of what's there, so we can cut it out and replace it, and it'll be all brand new. Well, we don't need this anymore. We've coated everything with the aluminum since we're never going back in. So that way we'll never have to worry about rust. So now we're ready to Cleco our piece in and cut it in and weld it. And then when I tack it, the little piece that we're Clecoed to will fall off on the inside. Okay, so our panel's welded in now. Just got a few high spots to worry about. We'll take care of them, and it'll be all new. Lay the wire on here, It kind of conforms to the body. It'll tell you where the high spots are, where there's going to be a little filler at. And it looks like we're going to be good right here.
Cutting the roof off the Caddy was the right call, but it created a whole lot more work. Because there's no windows, Robert has to form some metal to cap the doors to hold it all together.
59 Cadillac now is a sunny weather car, can't drive it in the rain. So we had these caps made, fit right in here like this, be welded down, smooth, ground, ready for paint. It's all seal welded now. It's welded solid, smoothed out. It's ready for some body filler.
Once this thing is painted, there's no way you're going to be able to tell what was original and what's custom.
We have put in so many hours into making this car perfect. You know, when you spray any other color, you get away with a lot of stuff, but black, it has to be flawless from start to finish all the way through.
After weeks and weeks of work on Slim's Caddy, it's finally ready for Charlie to paint it black on black on black.
We're gonna do about 12 coats of paint. It's gonna be like he's gonna be rolling up on a huge black diamond. It's gonna shine so bright. His car will stand out next to any black car that's parked next to. Growing up, I was listening to Slim Thug while painting the cars, and now here I am painting his car, you know? So that's a really cool thing right there for me.
You know, I really hate when you see a car with just speakers crammed everywhere. I've asked John to find a way to hide all those 32 speakers in Slim's Caddy.
We're having to squeeze 10 subs in the trunk. The trunk opening isn't big enough for a box to fit in all in one piece, so what I'm having to do is build it in two pieces and actually bolt the two halves together to make one entire enclosure. So when you open the trunk, all you're going to see is trunk. You won't see any of the equipment. Box fits, that's always a plus. To run it all, I got 6 visible amps, and I got 2 more hidden in here somewhere. This piece here, the other set of speakers that go in the trunk. Lucky enough, everything I've worked on so far is fit, so now that I got the trunk looking good, it's time to hide 4 more speakers in each door panel. So once I get my baffle in here, I'm gonna have to deaden this. You know the cars you see on the streets, when they've got so much bass, the car sounds like it's about to fall apart. Well, what we're doing with the deadener is we're gonna stop that. We're gonna make sure we don't have any rattles anywhere in this car. All we want is music coming out of this car. We'll get 3 or 4 layers in some spots just to make sure that we have enough density in the door so that we don't have any kind of flex or anything in the panels. All right, so we've got our baffle mounted. Everything's boxed in. We've got all of our deadener in the door. Next thing we're gonna do, we've got a base plate made. We're gonna make another piece out of 3/4 inch MDF. We're gonna flush trim that. We're gonna go to work with the grinder and make some cool shapes out of this. Get some nice contours, with the door panel some depth. I'm gonna be grinding from one edge to the line, from the other edge to the line, bringing a ridge around the top. It'll have a couple of lines in it instead of just a single line. That'll look pretty cool. All right, so there's the door panel all done. Speakers will be in this area here. We'll make a grill to cover it. Cover that in black grill cloth so you'll never even know that the speakers. We'll move on to the next panel.
When I was like 14, a guy in my little hometown had a little truck that he would drive through the middle of town, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I'd make my mom go by this guy's house, and just the truck would be in the driveway, and I'd be like, oh, man. He and I became really, really good friends for 30 years.
I
I got into the car scene.
This here is my personal 2008 Chevy Silverado. It was a standard crew cab truck that Bill said, hey, let's take an extended cab and the crew cab. We'll cut the whole pillar out. And we'll make that door latch into this one, make this one latch so you can open up the whole truck and there's no pillar in the center.
Many of guys have tried to duplicate that, but it's never been pulled off again. It's a great feeling working here. You can build anything you want to build. You want to be above and beyond. You want to set the bar kind of where you show up the next show and everybody's like, golly, just like, what do you have? It's just cool to kind of have the tools and the facility to be able to take the crazy ideas and take them to reality.
To match the rest of his caddy, Matt's wiring it all up to give it a test fire.
Fire it up.
Hell yeah.
Clear?
Good job, man. Good job. The 525 horse. Oh, Slim gonna be happy. You know, at the very end of a big job, sometimes it comes together all at once. And that's exactly how this one's going down.
Car jams, everything's hidden, nice clean lines, everything's smooth and sleek. Turned out real nice.
Today's the day, man.
Oh my God, Slim been driving me crazy about this whole car.
I've been wanting a 59 Cadillac, man, since I can remember.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Slim Thug's having a party at his house today. Man, he's about as ready can be to see his car.
I can't wait, man. Come
Remember
on.
that old dinosaur?
Bro, you are, Bill.
I feel the pressure.
Man, Bill.
Y'all ready to check it out?
Yeah. Let's get it.
Oh, man, look at that.
Man, Bill. Sick, bro.
Man, this has far surpassed my expectations, man. I'm so happy with this. I really feel like I got my own personal Batmobile.
Crazy, man. Oh, man, you killed it, bro.
Man, last time you seen it, you was over there cutting the roof off.
Right. I told y'all it was a good idea. Now look at it. Man, y'all took this car to a whole new level.
Front to back, you see how slick this thing is and how much time and effort has been put into each and every piece of this car. Powder-coated frame, every panel's blown apart. Body work, there's not a lick of rust on that thing.
I feel like I'm in a dream right now.
The paint, man, it's look like a candy black. When you look in it, you can just see so far into it. It's like a mirror.
Black chrome trim.
Black on black on black. That's what we asked for.
It don't get black.
Real nice. I like it.
I was a little nervous because I ain't never see how that was gonna look, but it really gave it the new feel. Sick, bro.
Sick.
Of course, we had to have the air suspension on there, man.
Bag them up.
You gotta have it low and ride smooth.
Low to the
Real
floor.
nice.
24-inch wheels. And Slim, I know you wanted them 24s.
Had to.
Man, them fours just look good.
Black with the black chrome on it, get a little contrast on the wheel, too. People gonna see this car and have to step their game up.
That's it, man.
We built his dream car for him, and that is a good feeling.
Wow.
Man.
Been 8,000 watts of power in this thing.
8,000?
That's crazy, man.
32 speakers, all hidden. You don't see anything in here.
I can't wait to hear this, bro. I see how the interior match everything.
Yeah, man.
Front to the back.
The interior guys just killed it. It's all handmade. And of course, black leather and suede.
Seats are sick.
The door panel's all been refashioned to get all that music inside the door.
Wow, let me get in here, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
It's the seat back.
Yes, sir.
It's all Bluetooth, man. Just take your phone out, hit it.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Real Deal Bill executed to the fullest.
Man, didn't he?
Big shout out to Real Deal Bill. He the coolest.
I know you want to see the heart of this thing. An LS3 to 525 horse, man. He gets
That's
down.
crazy, man. I could drive this thing to New York, huh?
Hell yeah.
Bill, you killed it, bro. Well, I guess the only thing left now to do is what? Drive it. Let's hit the block, man. Let's do it. It's a real dream come true right here, bro. Finally getting to drive my dream car old school, man.
You know, I'm so proud of all my guys at the shop. No matter what the task is, they kick ass every time.
When we pull up on the scene, a 59 is already something you don't see. But what you done did to this, man, for sure head turner everywhere we go, bro.
Well, that's what it's all about.
I know the city ain't never seen nothing like this.
Yeah.